Let's look at all of the new runes that are data mined and see what it's like. Let's find out what people data mined or what Wowhead is data mined, and hopefully some of these new runes at least will be in it, you know, and some of them probably won't. So suck it runes. Oh my god, I just ruined that. Come on, just let me do this. Control alt there. Alt. There. I'm over to the side. Okay. Warriors are the strongest class ever, right? And they're super powerful, and if they don't get tuned, they're looking to do like 800 DPS next phase. I think it was like 650 or something, but that's like absolutely godly. Okay, so Blood Surge is the rune that was shown, so this probably will be in the game, right? This is what we're getting with Heroic Strike, Bloodthirst, Whirlwind, all have a chance to proc slam, being instant for the next 15 seconds and cost no rage. This really leads us to think that WoW or Blizzard is moving towards a proc-based rotation, similar to Wrath of the Lich King. A lot of procs will start happening, okay? Focused Rage reduces the rage cost of your offensive abilities by 3. Wait, what? All of your offensive abilities have cost 3 less rage? You know, I would argue actually it's less amazing than you would anticipate, because eventually warriors are just doing so much damage and you have Wind Fury that like rage isn't an issue. There's another rune that makes slam an instant CD. This is, what do you... Oh, instant but a CD. Okay, yeah, let's look. Okay. Precision timing. Yeah, we're going to go down all of these. Precision timing on the belt. So these are 3 belt runes. All right. So either you could proc your slam randomly, or you could have slam be instant but have a 6-second cooldown. Hopefully, again, that they don't make this slam reset your... One thing that's an issue would be slam would reset your weapon swing. This would super grief. But the strongest one, I'm not even sure what would be the strongest. I anticipated to be Blood Surge, but these are all pretty cool. All right, you get to use slam now. For boots, there's 3 for boots and 1 for pants. Enrage Regeneration heals you for 30% of your maximum HP for 10 seconds, but can only be used while Enraged, Blood, Berserker Rage, or Blood Rage is active. Usable while stun. This is amazing for PvP, crazy for PvP, and great for tanks. Intervene, also amazing for PvP. Intercepting the next melee or ranged attack against them. So you'll charge your friend. This is intervene like we know intervene, and reduce the total threat of your friend for 10 seconds. Rallying Cry on the boots. I guess Enrage Regeneration is what you'll use more so if you can just like instant cast free heal yourself. Rallying Cry is great for the raid. Increase all of your raid members' HP or maximum health by 15% for 10 seconds. This is a pretty big CD. And then Commanding Shout, an actual commanding shout. Wow. I don't see a stance requirement for intervene. Not yet. We don't see one, right? We're at high speeds towards no stance requirement for intervene. That's actually kind of cracked. That's actually kind of amazing. Okay, let me put this up so you guys can see yourselves. There. Okay. Paladins, Enlightened Judgments, increase the range of judgment by 30 yards, and your spell hit with all spells by 17%. So you literally don't need any spell hit, but you will hit every one of your judgments now. So this gets rid of any issues with spell hit ever. Wow. Any issues with spell hit, and you can judge as a holy paladin from Narnia. That's pretty crazy. Infusion of the Light also on the belt increases the damage done by your Holy Shock by 20%, and damaging critical strikes with Holy Shock reset the cooldown on Holy Shock and Exorcism and refund the cost. So if you hit a high enough crit percentage, you could just permanently Holy Shock with this. This is pretty great. That actually feels pretty nice. Okay, Sheath of Light. This is the one we've already seen, where your melee weapon attacks increase your spell power equal to 30% of your attack power for 1 minute. This is going to be so much extra damage on something like Consecrate. This is going to be a lot, and your critical heal spells heal the target over time. Like, just the spell damage part is going to be really, really nice. So that'll be an interesting one to see. Each time you hit a target. Oh, that's all right. Sacred Shield. Each time the target takes damage. Oh, for tanks, we get Sacred Shield. No way. Each time the target takes damage, they absorb 500 damage and increasing the paladin's critical hit with the next flash heal with flash heal by 50% for up to 6 seconds. In addition, your flash of light causes your flash of light to heal targets with Sacred Shield for an additional 100%. Wow. They cannot gain this effect more than once every 6 seconds. Sacred Shields. Yeah. Well, first of all, dungeon boosting is going to be unreal anyways. We're the amount of power scaling, the amount of power creep we're going to see is unbelievable. Nomer has to be a hard raid with our current setup, because these new runes are just going to make us unbelievable already. Art of War, oh, beautiful. Your melee critical strikes reset the cooldown on Holy Shock and Exorcism. You love to see that. For Ret Paladins, can just consistently cast this. Art of War was, I feel like it was like also with Divine Storm in retail, but Art of War, awesome. Bracers. Everyone else was getting belt and boots, but it looks like, oh, they data mined 1 billion for Paladins. Bracers data mined. Increase your Hammer of Wrath. All right. The cooldown on Hammer of Wrath is reset each time it damages an enemy below 10%. You can just start spamming this. Oh, and Helm. Holy sh! I don't think we're going to get all of these next phase, right? Purifying Power reduces the cooldown of Exorcism and Holy Wrath by 50%. And Holy Wrath can now be cast at any target and will stun undead and demon targets for 2 seconds. That is really nice to see. You can actually use Holy Wrath now. 50% less CD. Exorcism 50% less CD. Love it. Purifying Power on the Bracers as well. Reducing the cooldown on Exorcism and Holy Wrath by 50. Oh, this is the same. All right, that's the same thing. Okay. All right. Fanaticism. All right, Fanaticism. Increase your critical strike chance with holy spells by 18%. What the? What? That's for heals also. That's crazy. 18% crit for holy spells. All right. Okay. But again, I don't think we're going to get Helm runes next phase. They teased belt and boots. I think we'll get belt and boots. Okay. Improve Sanctuary. Increases the damage prevented by your Blessing of Sanctuary by 100% and increases the damage done by your Blessing of Sanctuary by 30% of your shield block value. That is another, like, I think these Helms ones are just overpowered. Light's Grace, your Holy Light spell reduces the cast time of your next Holy Light by 0.5 seconds. You're just always spamming Holy Light way faster. Okay, all right. Yeah, basically Wrath of the Lich King things. Wrath, your consecration damage can now be critical strikes, and damage from your Exorcism, Holy Shock, Holy Wrath, and consecration spells gain additional critical strike chance equal to your melee critical strike. That's crazy also. I think the Helms feel like meta runes. These feel like, yeah, Helm runes are like these super overpowered runes. I don't know if those will be in yet. I don't know if this will be in yet. So be cautious, okay? All right, let's TNT. Okay, we have to engrave belt, steady shot. I fucking hope this comes in. If we get steady shot, I'm so excited. Engrave belt, exposed weakness. This is great. They're moving exposed weakness. Your melee and range critical strike chances criticals increase your attack power by 40% of your current agility for 7 seconds. This is great. I love to see that. So 40% of your agility, I don't even know what our agility is going to be, but it's like, is it like 500? I don't know. I'd have to look later. But that's quite a hefty, nice one now on belt. Aspect of the Viper, oh, thank gosh. The Hunter takes on the aspect of the Viper, causing your ranged and melee auto attacks to regenerate mana, but reducing the total damage by 10%. That's it. It's only reducing the damage done by them by 10%, which is actually pretty nice. Dealing with any mana issues. In addition, you gain 10% mana every 3 seconds. Mana gained is based on the speed of your weapon. Only one aspect can be used at a time. Let me turn off this AC really fast. Give me a quick second, guys. My when the AC goes on, it just goes crazy. You don't hear the AC, really, because the microphone usually picks it up like crazy. Okay. Melee specialist. This is the cool one. This is like enables melee hunters right away at least, but then we also get the dual wield specialist, which I think we're getting melee dual wield hunter. That's what like the goal is going to be. Okay, so Raptor Strike reduces its cooldown to 3 seconds, 3-second Raptor Strike, and it's an instant cast. It's no longer on your actual next melee. Mongoose Bite also had its cooldown removed, literally fully removed, and Raptor Strike has a 30% chance on each attack to not trigger a cooldown. Again, another proc based thing. So this is really nice. You could potentially be permanently Raptor Striking. And then Steady Shot, a steady shot that causes 60% of your weapon damage. This would be insane. Give me this shit. I would love to have Steady Shot. What it would do though is ranged hunters wouldn't really melee weave, most likely, and then melee hunters are fully melee hunters. So you don't have mana issues, but now you have things to do. Now you have abilities to press if you don't like melee weaving. If you're not a fan of the melee weaving playstyle, you are going to be having a good time. Okay. So dual wield specialization, I think this is actually a rune we probably will get. Increases the damage of your offhand by 50%, causes Raptor Strike to hit with both of your weapons if you're dual wielding, and Raptor Strike deals 30% increased damage when you are dual wielding 2 weapons of the same type. That's crazy. That's so interesting that it's actually preferring you to use like 2 swords or 2 fist weapons. We saw there's a gloves that come out in the next raid that are giving you +5 to fist weapons, like +5 skill to fist weapons, which is amazing, right? All right. Invigoration. When your pet scores a critical hit with a special ability, you instantly regenerate 5% of your mana. That is pretty nice. They're trying to deal with mana issues, but like you probably wouldn't use this over something else, right? Okay. Trap Launcher. This is the coolest one. Trap Launcher. Actually seeing Trap Launcher enter the game is crazy. So your traps can now be placed any location within 40-yard range and can now be placed in combat. Explosive Trap will be nice. Your other traps don't really do that. Like traps don't do that much damage yet, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Hopefully they'll increase the damage of traps. And your fire-based and frost-based traps now have separate shared CDs. So now you can drop frost, like freezing trap somewhere, and drop an explosive trap. So that'll be really, really nice. Okay. Focus Fire. So these are the bracers runes. Again, we don't know if we're getting bracers. Consumes all applications of frenzy from your pet, increasing your ranged attack speed by 3% and granting 4 focus to your pet for each application of frenzy consumed. Your pet gains frenzy each time it uses a basic attack, increasing its melee attack speed by 6% for 10 seconds. Oh, this gives your pet a raw frenzy? Also, it literally is a second thing on top of you consuming the frenzy. When you use this ability, your pet is gaining 30% frenzy on top of the frenzy that your pet can already get. Pet's doing 60% more attack speed? Hunter nerfs incoming. All right. Increases your range attack speed. Yeah, that's some Hunter nerf right there. And then TNT increases the damage done by explosive shot and all your damage dealing traps by 10%. I think this is necessary. I don't think it's enough. This probably isn't enough, to be real, right? But hey, they were like, hey, let's nerf explosive shot and then give you another rune that makes explosive shot not shit. But it's not enough for traps to be super viable, but it's nice. Okay, rogues. All right, we're all looking at rogues. Everyone wants rogues to be the best. From what we saw with warrior runes, warriors are probably the best, but rogues can be the second, the close second. Let's look. All right. Engrave your belt with poison knife. Instantly throw your offhand to deal normal offhand weapon damage with a 100% chance to apply the poison of your offhand. It's basically a shiv, but a ranged shiv. I don't see it being too useful. There's a lot of ranged rogue, but yeah. Okay. Shadow step on your belt. Attempts to step through the shadows, reappear behind your enemy, increase your movement speed by 70%. You don't have to be in stealth for this. This is amazing for PvP. There's going to be some PvE applications potentially. Shuriken toss. I'm really excited about this. This is your first ever AoE ability. I guess you have Blade Flurry, but that's a 2-minute CD. For rogues, this is going to be you throw a shuriken, dealing damage equal to 25% of your attack power, and strikes up to 4 additional targets. 4 additional, that's 5 targets for 25% of your attack power. And we looked at like a mock-up, not good version of Priebus. You could have like 500 attack power. Oh, it's a 3-second cast. Oh my God. No, that's to apply the rune itself. What the fuck? No, that's to apply the rune itself. You baited us. No, it's an instant cleave. This is huge. This thing is huge. This is like the best thing you could get. Is 25% of your attack power enough? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But rogues needed this. Rogues absolutely needed this. So hell to the yes. Hell to the yes. Okay. Hi, honey. What? I love you. Are you leaving? Oh, you don't even want to make food, huh? Damn.
There's a whole Wovo left in the fridge.
All right, I'll see you at another time. Wait, I love you. Have fun as much as you can. Okay. Okay. Master of Subtlety, this is the one we saw already. You do 10% extra damage right after you exit stealth. So essentially, you will do, like, your openers will be stronger. This is basically amazing for burning people. Also, Vanish in raids will be a DPS CD, like it is in Wrath of the Lich King. So that's nice. Waylay, enchant boots, Waylay. Your ambush and backstab hits unbalance your target, increasing the time between their melee attacks by 10% and reducing their melee speed by 50%. Every single backstab is a fucking crippling poison. That is crazy. That is crazy for PvP. I'm sorry, but that is wild. I mean, amazing. Here's the thing. Hear me out. Rogues next phase are going to be so stupid in PvP, but not as stupid as there's other specs, but like the most fun. The most fun. Okay. Mutilate counts as a backstab. Mutilate, right? Doesn't Mutilate get everything that backstab gets? Okay. Combat potency. You have a 20% chance to gain 15 energy every time you deal damage with your offhand. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Holy shit. Oh, this is Helm. The Helm ones are just cracked. The Helms are cracked. That's unbelievable. These have to be like metas. You know, these have to come later. Focus attacks. You gain 2 energy every time you deal a melee or ranged critical strike. Okay, that's pretty amazing. Honor among thieves. When any player in your party critically hits or when any player in your party crits, you gain a combo point on your target. What? Literally anyone in your party crits every 1 second, you're getting an extra combo point. You're just in a party with warriors. Yeah, it seems pretty bad. We should probably nerf hunters. This seems pretty weak. Literally, this with the amount of crit, every single person. The helm enchants have to be these helm enchants have to be like a meta, you know? You literally get a new combo point every 1 second. Every 1 second. Okay. Shadow Step. We already saw Shadow Step. All right. Priest. Empowered Renew. And your Renew now heals 1 extra time immediately when applied and gains 15% increased benefit each time it heals from your bonus healing. So Renew is now more useful as a spell. Priest didn't really need to use anything other than like Penance and Palm, and you just full healed your entire target with 1 global. Okay. They're making SOD into Wrath. I mean, we already got a lot of Wrath abilities. Adding procs definitely leans towards Wrath-wise, right? Do you guys not like this? Do you guys love this or hate this? What do you... I'm curious, right? My Shadow Step Copium paid off. Dude, I really didn't think they would add Shadow Step because they already gave us basically a Shadow Step. I think it's adding abilities and actual rotations to World of Warcraft Classic actually doesn't make it feel non-classic life to me. Like the game still feels like Classic, but with actual things to do. It feels a lot more fun, personally. Mind Spike. Again, looking at the cast, guys, the 3-second cast up there at the top is not that. This is the cast to engrave the rune. Okay? All right. It blasts your target for damage, blah, 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 and increases the critical strike chance of your next Mind Blast by 30%. Stacks up to 3 times, so you can just make sure that you crit your next Mind Blast every time. That's this is gonna be fun. Shadow Priest needed a lot of love, and I think Shadow Word Death is gonna be crazy. Okay. Renewed Hope. Your heals from Flash Heal, Lesser Heal, Greater Heal, and Penance having 10% increased critical chance when cast on a target with Weakened Soul. That's actually pretty nice. So you have to shield the target, and then you will crit them more often. That actually enables some skill in the gameplay. That's oh my god, Dispersion. Wow. You disperse into pure shadow energy, reducing all damage taken by 90%. You are unable to attack or cast spells, but you regenerate 6% of your mana every 1 second for 6 seconds. This is so good in PvP. You throw up your dots and then you take 90% less damage. This is really, really good. Dispersion can be cast while stunned, feared, silenced, and clears all snares, and makes you immune to snares while dispersed. Shadow Priest PvP stonks. I'm so curious how they are going to tune PvP, because every class either can one-shot people or can never die. It should make you drop the flag in Warsong. Okay, Pain Suppression, we saw this. This is literally a shield wall for whoever you want or yourself. 40% reduced damage taken by the target, and they don't have, and reduces a chance of dispels by 65% for 8 seconds. Really, really nice. Okay. I didn't even think about this being a magic effect, so people would try to dispel it, but you have the reduced dispel chance. Rolling with the punches. Each time you dodge or parry, you gain 6% increased health, stacking up to 5 times. But you have like a really low dodge or parry chance. That's an interesting one. I mean, it gives you 30% extra HP, but like this rune seems like it's in the wrong spot. This rune seems like it should be a warlock tanking or a rogue tanking rune. Can we agree? This is says requires rogue. Wait, oh, okay, it is rogue. Okay, this is just in the wrong spot. Okay. This is just in the wrong spot then. Then that's pretty cool. 30% HP for tanking rogues. Yeah. That is actually pretty cool. Now we have to check this. Make sure, did they mess up any of these other ones? Okay. Spirit of the Redeemer. Activate to become the Spirit of Redemption for 30 seconds. While in this form, you can cast any healing spell free of cost, but you can't move, attack, or be attacked or targeted by any spell effects. Requires Spirit of Redemption talent to activate and will no longer enter Spirit of Redemption upon dying. So this could immune you from some like crazy, like if there's like a raid wipe mechanic, this could immune you from that. That is pretty nice. I mean, it gives you a reason to run Spirit of Redemption also. I mean, going all the way down that way is an interesting one, right? So this will be an interesting one. I like this. Okay. Bracers. Despair. Periodic damage from your spells can now be critical strikes. That's literally what Shadow Priest needed. That alone is exactly what Shadow Priest has been needing. It's super, super good, and this is what they've been needing. Again, we don't know what runes we'll actually get next phase. I don't know if we'll get bracers. Helms are insane, so we'll see that in a second. Surge of Light. Critical spell casts cause your next smite, flash heal, and blinding heal within 15 seconds to be instant cast. Smite Priest, you're officially here. Smite Priests are here. Just smite all day. All right. Beautiful. Void Zone. No way. Summons a Void Zone in the target area that deals shadow damage to enemies that stand within it. An AoE Void Zone. That is awesome. That is really, really, really cool to see. Hopefully this hits pretty hard. Yeah. Twitter Agron status. I bet he wrote that like, don't believe everything you're data mining, right? I want to take a moment to talk about data mining from PTR. This is great. You'll see many things in data mining if you seek it out. Some of it is real, some of it is experimental things that will never see the light of day. I take it all with many grains of salt. This is literally what we were saying earlier, right, guys? I was saying this earlier. There's a lot, like Blizzard is testing things on the PTR. They're testing a lot of things on the PTR that won't go live. So there's things that we will see here. So we will see like leaks, but there's things in here that definitely won't go live. So, all right. Additionally, any stats or abilities are subject to change at any time. The PTR, the only thing testable normally on PTR 1.1.5.1 is non-seasonal era and hardcore. And you may be wondering, why did you put a PTR at all? That's a fair question. The full and real answer is that by having no PTR for SOD content itself, we put a lot of pressure and stress on our live operations and support teams that help us run the game, as we may have increased live support requirements around our launch if any issues happen. Basically, they need a PTR so that they can test things, right? And then they can throw out like fixes and then push it to live. Yeah. Having no era PTR for the patch at all compounds this further because we can't catch systematic problems such as server issues, crashes that will affect all versions of Vanilla Classic, and we run a risk of making a launch unstable for players. My sincere advice, if you don't want to be spoiled, do your best to avoid spoilers. Many sites like Wowhead are putting spoiler warnings on these things. We appreciate that. Thank you. So I'd encourage you to heed those warnings. I'd encourage you to heed those warnings. You said you're done with Wadalka. Okay. Well, this is great. This is beautiful. And beware. And not all real. Check. What? Check your own. Whatever. Spoiler warning. I don't know the fucking word for that. Whatever. Goodbye. Okay. Helm slot. Divine Aegis. Critical heals. Create a protective shield on the target, absorbing 30% of the amount healed. Isn't this Valinir? Isn't this? Or is this in the game? This is like kind of insane. That's a default Wrath talent? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And a Shadow Fiend. Oh, beautiful. Your Shadow Fiend will attack the target, giving you 5% mana back. That counts as a hunter pet. Everyone's gonna cry. Nerf Shadow Fiend, okay? Okay. Need to finish up some pre-quests. Then I want to jump on Tox and Feral. Yo, Feral. I haven't even gotten there, but Feral. Oh my God, let's go, dude. Feral Rogue Hunter, so fun, you know? Shamans. Okay, Fire Nova. Your Fire Nova totem spell is replaced with Fire Nova, which causes your fire totem to emit damage at its location. That's Wrath of the Lich King right there. Love that. Love that. Maelstrom weapon. This one is pretty much enhanced shamans. When you attack, you get instant casts of like lava bolt or lava burst or chain lightning. So when you deal damage with melee attacks, you have a chance to reduce the cast time of your next lightning bolt, chain lightning, lesser healing wave, chain heal, or lava burst by 20%. Stacks up to 5 times, so the next one can be an instant cast. This is basically, a lot of this is Wrath of the Lich King stuff. So this is going to be really, really good. Power Surge. Each time Flame Shock deals damage, it has a 5% chance to reset the cooldown of Lava Burst and Chain Lightning. And make the next Lava Burst, Chain Heal, or Chain Lightning instant. Dude, I think things are every class is going to be kind of cracked out, you know, about a secret zone in the new patch. Okay. Bone Boxer, who set that? Was that my guild right now, or was that Newman just did that? Did we just do that? And then while I was reading these, Newman, new world record, 47:28. That's insanely fast. That's an amazing record. Good shit. Great work, Newman. That was beautiful. Okay, so this one's crazy. Oh, is there no Helm one that we could see here? I think the Helm runes are going to come a lot later, guys. I think the Helm runes are like, they were like, what's the most overpowered thing we could possibly make? Oh, hey, let's give rogues 1 combo point every 1 second. That sounds pretty chill, right? Yeah. Okay. Ancestral Awakening. When you critically heal with your healing wave or lesser healing wave, you summon an ancestral spirit to aid you, instantly healing the lowest percentage health party member in your party for 30%. That's actually really cool. That's actually really cool. I'm a fan of that. Decoy totem. This is the decoy snail. Summons a decoy totem for 10 seconds with 5 health at the feet of the target that will redirect the next melee or ranged attack made against the target to the totem. The totem also grants the target immunity to movement and pairing effects. That seems like it's going to have crazy ways of outplaying things. That is a wild one. Wow. Okay. Spirit of the Alpha infuses the target with the Spirit of the Alpha, increases all their threat generation by 45% for 30 minutes. We talked about that. That's really good. 60 upgrades have updated Nomergan items. Like all of the Nomergan items or no? Okay. Chest rune, two-handed mastery. Beautiful. Your two-handed attacks increase your melee attack speed by 30%. Now you are going to have two-handed shamans running around just one-shotting people. Yeah. Class-specific weapons and everything. 60 upgrades. Let's look. Let's look at a level 40 rogue. No way. Discharges a blast of arcane energy, dealing 40 arcane damage, reducing resistance by 45, and increasing all spell damage taken by 6%. 2.6 speed. Fist weapon. Electrocutioner's Needle, the offhand, epic offhand, like we all thought it would be. Discharge a mode of thunder, dealing nature damage. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. And Mechanostrider's Muffler. How did... Everything's being updated, guys. All right, let's keep going through the runes and we'll look at it, okay? We're gonna keep going through the runes and we'll look at everything. I don't know if we're forced to be combat. This is just spec combat. Was there Gut Ripper? You could run Gut Ripper. .9 speed dagger. That's nice. I mean, it's not hitting super hard, which is interesting. It's not hitting for much harder than Life Force Dirk on the top end. Why did they... Oh, because it's only 31.1 DPS. But you can't get Life Force Dirk. Isn't that from a quest that we shouldn't be able to do? Am I tripping? Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to do the Sunken Temple quest. So this would be like comparing this to Toxic Revenger 2? Where did that just go? All right, we're gonna look at this. Let's go through the runes. Let's go through the runes. Okay. We closed it. Guys, we closed it, okay? You guys made us close everything. Let's finish going through the runes, okay? Where were we at? Didn't get to mage yet. Decoy totem. Okay, here. Mage. Frostfire Bolt for mages. Frostfire Bolt. I knew this was coming. I had a feeling. Okay. Launches a bolt of frostfire at the enemy, causes an amount of damage. So this Frostfire Bolt, if it doesn't have a cooldown, spell will be checked against lower targets. If this doesn't have a cooldown, it replaces Fireball and Frostbolt, and it gets rid of the issue that casters or mages have, that like your next rank of Fireball would be level 42 or something, right? This is huge, okay? Damage, slowing the movement speed of the target by 40% and causing damage over time. Okay. Hot Streak, no way. Anytime you score 2 non-periodic spell crits in a row using Fireball, Fire Blast, Scorch, or Living Bomb, and this is applied to this doesn't count as... Okay, so that won't count. Your next Pyroblast will be instant. Boom. Instant Pyroblast, proc based. Like I said, guys. Oh yeah, same rune. No, it's not. Belt. Oh yeah, it is belt. They just have... All right. Like I've said earlier, again, proc based. There's a lot of proc based things. Missile Barrage, another proc. Gives your Arcane Blast a 40% chance and your Fireball and Frostbolt 20% chance to reduce the channel duration of arcane missiles. This means your next arcane missiles will be free of mana cost and will cast super fast. So you'll see like really fast like missiles just go out. Another proc-based spell. Spell Frostbolt. What the heck? Launch a bolt of Spell Frost at the enemy. Spell Frost damage, slowing the target by 40% for 9 seconds. This will be checked against the lower target's Frost and Arcane resist and counts as Frost and Arcane. A Frost and Arcane. Wow. All right. Brain Freeze. Oh, that's beautiful. Your frost damage spells with chilling effects have a 15% chance to cause your next Fireball, Spell Frost Bolt, or Frost Firebolt to be an instant cast and cost no mana. So we're going to see some instant casts also. A lot of these procs, guys, instant casts and procs are like the name of phase 2, it feels like. Chronostatic Preservation. This is a heal. Basically, what it does is heals your target and then saves that energy. So it stores the energy for 15 seconds before it is combusted. You can choose to unleash it. When it is unleashed, it'll heal for like a ridiculous amount. That is a huge heal. And I guess obviously you needed more things for healers. Displacement, that's probably a heal too. Teleport back to where you last cast Blink and reset the cooldown of Blink. Yo, I could Blink, dodge you, you can charge me, and then I will fucking go back. Bing bong bing, juked. That's crazy. Unleash a reality distorting bursts of raw magic, Bale Firebolt. Raw magic at the enemy, dealing spellfire damage. Each time you cast Bale Firebolt, the damage of your next Bale Firebolt within 30 seconds will be increased by 10%, and your spirit will be decreased by 10% for 30 seconds. Both stacking up to 10 times. So 100% extra damage, 100% reduced spirit. If spirit reaches 0 as a consequence, you will immediately die. You will immediately die, guys. So this is a way of killing yourself. Surrender to Madness 2.0. That looks amazing, okay? Molten Armor, something we definitely kind of needed. Oh, and the helms. There's 2 helms in here. Guys, helm slots are super cracked, right? Those are like metas. I don't think we're getting helms. So causes damage whenever you're hit, increases your spell crit by 5% and reduces the chance you are critically hit by 5%. I love it. Deep Freeze freezes your target and stuns them for 5 seconds. Only usable on frozen targets. That means like if you use Frost Nova, then you can Deep Freeze and go for a huge Shatter combo. Okay. It deals damage. And it deals damage to targets that are stun immune. That's pretty nice. Holy shit, that's pretty nice. Yeah. Engrave. Okay. Engrave. Crix, we can right after this. This is unreal amounts of info. I'm almost done. Oh my god, I can't wait for druids. Yes. Okay. Temporal Anomaly, another helm slot. This is again something I think is going to be specifically a meta gem, right? And I don't think this will be out. Launches an orb of temporal energy which slowly moves towards the target, granting all nearby party members a shield absorbing 100 times 13 plus your level percentage damage. So everyone gets a shield. But this is only for party, it says, so not for the whole raid. So you'd have to like move into the party. Rune spell power increases the critical strike damage bonus of all spells by 50%. Okay, yeah, no. Okay. That's obviously not going into the game. And that 50% increased crit damage and then ignite. If that makes it in, wow. Emily, stop saying my name and I will text you back later. That's stupidly ridiculous. Okay, warlocks. Let's warlocks. Okay. So basically what we're seeing here is a rune that basically translates to hunters need nerfs. Okay. Warlocks. How do warlocks go? Grimoire of Synergy. This was the one we saw already. So damage done by you and your summoned demon are give you a 5% chance to increase the damage done by the other. Wait. Recite from a dark tome, granting damage done by you or your summoned demon a 5% chance to increase damage done by the other by 5%. Oh, so it's like a buff you put on yourself. And if it procs for you, then your pet does 5%. And if it procs for your pet, you do 5% more. Okay. I think rogues won the most also, but I think feral druids are going to get a lot of stuff. We'll see. Invocation. Refreshing corruption, immolate, curse of agony, or sight of life. When it has less than 6 seconds on the duration remaining, will instantly deal the damage of that equal to the target, equal to one of those spells' periodic damage. I personally am not stoked on this. I'm curious what the warlock community would think. It basically just means if you clip your dots, then it does the damage. Technically, the best way would be like to cast a dot right after the dot happens. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not necessarily addicted to WoW. I've actually been playing more of Pokemon with guns, guys. And I'm addicted to working. I've been working till like 6 or 7 a.m. every day on videos. Okay. Shadow Flame. Your critical strikes with fire and shadow spells increase your fire and shadow damage done by 10%. That's amazing. That's like a 10% buff. That's crazy. Really, really good. Okay. Dance with the Wicked. You and your demon pet gain dodge chance equal to your spell critical chance, and each time you deal a critical strike to an enemy, and also you gain 2% maximum mana. Tanking is going to be strong. You're going to have a lot more dodge chance. I feel like this is stupid in PvP, but I guess there's a Shadow Flame. Nah, this is just, imagine the PvP Destros, right? If you crit, now you are dodging everything. You have all the new loot in one place. If you do, yeah, Toto, send it to me. I'll grab it right after this. Okay. Demonic Knowledge. Increase the spell damage and healing by a value equal to 10% of your demon's total stamina plus intellect. This is basically what? Demonic Pact. It's basically Demonic Pact from Wrath of the Lich King, but it looks like it's only on yourself. It's kind of nice. Shadow Flame, Frontal Cone AoE ability. Again, a Wrath of the Lich King ability that will do AoE. It'll hit an initial amount of damage and it will do damage over 8 seconds. Immolation Aura. This is what every single tank warlock was waiting for. Basically burns everyone around you for damage every 2 seconds and reduces all magic damage taken by 10% and lasts until canceled. This lasts until canceled. Hello. The Shaman Totem weapon is so cool. Wait, did they actually find that? Is that actually... Wait, I mean, what do you mean? There's a Shaman Totem weapon? Oh, where is it? The Shaman Totem weapon. Which one is it? What is it called? What is it called? No, I know. What is it called though? What the heck is this weapon called? I'll find this thing, dude. I was so excited for this. I'm so excited. Warblood Maul or something? All right, we're gonna Maul. Maul's not there. War. No. No, I don't see it. Someone find it and link it to me. Someone find it and link it to me. Let's go back to the runes first. Okay. Okay, summon Felguard. Warlock's getting a fucking Felguard. Here it is. You can summon a Felguard to work for you. Insane. War Totem. Yep. There it is. Look at it. Two-handed mace that looks... Okay, look at what it looks like. All right, wait. Oh, you guys can't see because my face is covering it. Wait, everyone, wait for this. Watch this, okay? Watch this. Karn Blood Hoof. Karen. Boom! Look at that! Look at that! Yep. What do we think of the feral weapon? Is the crowd pummeler? Looks like a massive dildo, bro. This is so thematic. Is this in the game? It will be next phase. Knocks the target silly for 2 seconds though. That is way too overpowered. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, but like I'm cool with it. I'll take it. We're not done with the runes first, guys. Runes, okay? Unstable Affliction. All right, another dot for warlocks. That's pretty nice. Basically, it is another dot that when it's dispelled, it deals a bunch of damage. So Affliction Warlocks getting Unstable Affliction, really nice. Backdraft. This is 2 helm slots. Again, these are like metas. Your Conflagrate ability has a 30% spell, grants 30% spell casting haste for 10 seconds. Okay. And Pandemic. Periodic damage can be crits. Holy shit. Periodic damage can be crits. That is, they decided to just... Blizzard saw that warriors and rogues were dominating this phase, so they decided to nerf hunters 19 times. And instead of doing anything else, they also decided finally casters can be on top. The War Totem, yeah. Okay. Here we go. Druids, finally, the master class, okay? Druids, the #1 class in the game. Feral Druids getting Berserk, okay? When activated, this ability causes your Mangle ability to hit up to 3 targets and have no cooldown and reduce the energy cost of your cat form abilities by 50%. No way. That is godly. Same as Wrath of the Lich. No, your Mangle now is a cleave. Oh, the AoE's just in bear. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my God. I got too excited. Oh my God. Berserk is amazing. I love to see that. Eclipse, basically, when your Starfire crits, your next Wraths will crit. Wrath doesn't hit for anything though, so it doesn't matter. And when your Wraths crit, your next Starfire will crit. Both spells also gain 70% chance at all times to not lose casting time when you take damage, so you don't get spell knockback. Nourish is another Wrath of the Lich King heal. It's like an AoE heal, or is it a single target? Heals a friendly target. Heals for an additional 20% if you have Reju, Regrowth, Life Bloom, or Wild Growth on the target. Okay. Dream State. Are you going to put yourself to sleep? Your damaging spells, critical strikes grant you 50% mana regen while casting for 8 seconds. And increases nature damage dealt to the target by 20%. Wow. Wow. Okay. King of the Jungle. Ooh. Tiger's Fury. This is what's juicy. Tiger's Fury now increases all physical damage you deal by 15% instead of the flat value that did nothing. It was like making you do like 2 damage more a hit or something ridiculous. Maybe it's 6. I don't know. Increases you instantly gain 60 energy whenever you use it. And now it's no longer on a global cooldown, has a 30-second CD. This is amazing. This is amazing. King of the Jungle and fucking Berserk, amazing, amazing. Can we get a little Omen of Clarity rune? Survival Instincts. Okay, this is just so good. Survival Instincts. When activated, you gain 30% extra max HP. Basically, this is like your tanking rune. If I was still logged into Wrath of the Lich King, I can show you. Basically, it's a last stand for tanks. Only usable in any form. That's actually, you could use it in PvP. In addition, you regenerate 5 rage every time you dodge while in bear form, 10 energy while in cat form. Wait a second. If you cat form tank and you're spamming Mangle, could this be more than King of the Jungle? Every time you dodge, it would literally have to be over 6 dodges every 30 seconds, plus enough that would be more than the 15% damage. There's no way. There's no way. Defibrillating staff. The staff sometimes be able to shock a dead player back to life. Cannot be used while in combat. Oh, and they even know what these things look like. Okay. All right. We'll get to those in a second. Okay. Efflorescence. Engrave your bracers with efflorescence. Your Swiftmen now also cause efflorescence, healing all party members of the Swiftmen's target's location for 30 seconds. Pretty nice. I'm okay with it. Had I skipped it? Oh, no. Frenzied regen on bracers. Frenzied regeneration can now be used in all forms while not shapeshifted. It converts your active resource into health. 10 rage, 10 energy, or 5 base mana is converted per second to HP. It's really good for soloing things and tanking. Gale, oh my, we have three Helm runes? No way. Okay. Gale wins. Gale wins. Increases the damage done by your Hurricane by 100%. It no longer has a cooldown and its mana cost reduced by 20%. That's amazing because Hurricane sucks. Not as much as Volley, but like it sucks. So great. That'd be great for AoE. Gore. Striking a target with Last Right Swipe or Maul has a 15% chance to reset the cooldown of Mangle and Bear. Striking a target with Mangle or Shred has a 5% chance to reset Tiger's Fury. Wait, it resets the Tiger's Fury, which now also gives you 15% damage and 60 energy. And then it happens again. And then it happens again. And then it happens again. King of the Jungle, Tiger's Fury. And then it happens. Boom! Feral Druid. 5% is like striking a target at, well, with Mangle. It's not every melee. But during Berserk. And we don't know that Tiger's Fury can't be used during Berserk for 50% extra damage stacked up. Obviously, you were Tiger's Fury and then Berserk like you do. And then Pummeler. I don't think the Helm runes, again, will be in the game, but improved Barkskin. Your Barkskin can now be cast on allies, no longer penalizes melee or combat spellcast time, cast while shapeshifted. All right, well, those are all of the new runes that were data mined, and we can now look at all of the new gear that was data mined. Is swipe a thing in classic only for I think that, well, the Tiger's Fury one is going to be in. It's only for, what's it called? Bear form. Well, I can't. Well, we have to look at the gear first. We can't do a DPS predictions rankings yet until I like really go through this, right? They Datamined more books. Oh my God, Rockman, what did you find, dude? Profession items, class tuning. All right. Where's this DM? Oh, it's on Twitch. Ugh, I've never looked at Twitch DMs. All right, guys, class tuning. Who's gonna get the Nerf hammer? New zone. Searing Basin. This map is listed as a dungeon in the files and not currently accessible in game. Okay, class tuning. Holy shit. Tuning and overrides passive for druid. Feline swiftness modifier. Oh, so they increased the value of feline swiftness from 15% to 30%. That's pretty sick. Omen of clarity. Modifier to 200% increases. Was it the mana rage energy? Oh, 10-second cooldown. But it lasts for 30 minutes. No, it lasts 10 minutes. Okay. And rage generates, reduces armor. Boom. Okay. Do I care about this class tuning stuff? Being able to target for cost change from 20 rage to 15 rage. Okay, that's nice. Hunters. Carve cost change from 8% of base mana to 4% base mana. That's nice. Chimera shot cost change. So base mana is reductions. These changes already happened. The 85% to 100%, didn't it? Yeah. Explosive shot. Now we'll do a little bit more damage. Mana changes. Cooldown change from 6 seconds. Cooldown to none. Oh, that's with like the changes. Yeah. Cost change for 3%. All right. Kill command. Mana changes. Expand intellect. Decreases the mana cost of arcane intellect by 50% and increases its duration by 50%. Fucking called it. I'm just gonna say I called it. Druid got revive? Man, I fucking dyslexic. I didn't have a chance to see that. I don't care. Druid got revive. There we go. That's what I called for in my video also. So boom. Good job, Druids. Ignoring all of this. Enhanced blessings. Increase the duration of your blessing of might and everything by 100% and reduce their mana cost by 50%. Boom. Amazing. Increase fortitude. Oh, I called it too. Decreases the cost of power word fortitude by 50%. Increase the duration by 50%. Okay. Shadow word death. Now does more damage, and now you take 50% less damage. The new quality of life skill books. Okay. This is just crazy. Rogues, Blade Dance. That was already. Redirect. Removes all of your existing combo points from the target and stores them for 15 seconds. These stored combo points can be transferred to the next non-player enemy you hit. 1 minute cooldown, but it's still pretty nice. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Shamanist Rage, Flame Time Totems. Totemic Protection. Relocates your active totems to the specified location. That's amazing. That's amazing. Soul Harvesting. You have a chance every time to drain soul to deal damage to get an additional soul shard. That's actually really nice. Portal of Summoning. Oh my god. Oh my god. They did it. They did it. So the quality of life skills. Let's go over all of these really fast, right? Deeper Wilds. Decrease the mana cost of Mark of the Wild and its duration. Revive. You get a revive. Everbloom. Your rejuve and regrowth can now be active on a target affected by another druid's rejuve and regrowth. Thank gosh. Okay. Obviously. Hunters are getting Aspect of the Viper as one. Beautiful. You can get mana back whenever you need to. Decreasing the cost of Arcane Intellect and increasing the duration. So nice. Same thing. Like buffing for these classes was atrocious. So fixing that like with Enhanced Blessings and Fortitude. Shadow Fiend as a book though? Like not as a rune? Seems a little overpowered. Okay. Redirect for rogues. Really nice. To Gem of Protection. Avoidance for warlocks. Pet AoE damage avoidance. Okay. Portal Summoning is Soul Harvesting. And Commanding Shout is looking like it's actually going to be a book, not a rune.